sure you mute at a good time because we already started. But you had an interesting take. You said that you're in the belief that KD isn't as good as Kyrie as a basketball player. Is that what you're saying?
Uh, yeah, I'd rather have KD. I'd rather have Kyrie over KD.
Is this recency bias, by the way?
It's a two-part recency bias. I say two-part recency bias because one, Kyrie is not the same player he was in Boston and Cleveland. He's
I
not
agree.
going to give you 16 dribbles. He's not going to stay in one spot and wait for the ball so he can ISO the whole damn team. Kyrie is going to right now. He's going to move it out the ball. He's going to give you a couple dribbles and go to his spot. He's elite finisher, super duper duper clutch, way better 3-point shooter than KD. I think he matches KD in the mid range. He has deeper bag. You can't trap Kyrie, versus you can kind of trap KD. You can force KD, like say you send a soft trap or you force a KD. KD's gonna more than likely either try to shoot over top of you or turn the ball over. He's not really the greatest passer. Kyrie's a really good passer now. So that's why I say I would rather have Kyrie. That's why I say it's a mixture of recency bias and just the truth. Like, 'cause you just got that much better right now.
So Kyrie is better than KD at this point. Or do you think it was always like that?
Kyrie always had the potential to be as good as a prime KD. I don't know if he is better than prime KD, like Warriors and OKC KD. I don't know if he's that good. Mm-hmm. But I know that he always had the potential to be somewhere in that realm. But now, I mean, you can argue KD still is very, very good. He's shooting a career high in percentages across the board. Sure. So it's not like it's a drop off. So I guess the only thing is athleticism or will to dunk on niggas. But Kyrie, it seems like he's like LeBron. Like he's just getting better with time. I think the new prime is now 28 to 33. Because guys seem to get better and smarter when they get older versus guys love to claim that the prime is when you're the most athletic. I don't think that's your prime. I think your prime is when you're the smartest basketball player.
When you know what to do with your body, for sure. It's not your physical prime where you could be as athletic as possible, but you can think the game through. Now I agree with you.
Yeah, and
I think Kyrie counter moves has proven how much better he is as a basketball player. Also, we got to give it up for Kyrie at the same time. Like him picking his spots, picking and choosing what spots to score in, what spots to be a passer. I think that's being underrated.
I think the difference between him, Kyrie, and KD is you can slow the game down when you get a ball. Like, the game slows down tremendously when you get a ball to KD. It's going to slow down because you got to give it to him, put it in the post. He's not really bringing the ball up because if they bring the ball up,
Let's keep going.
He can be trapped. Like, he can be forced to get a ball up. Like, I know since Brooklyn series, since they, I think, they got the recipe for, the league got the recipe from the Brooklyn series. If KD is trying to bring the ball up, put pressure on him, and he's going to give that shit up, or he's going to turn his back and turn to kind of like what Paolo and Franz be doing when they try to post you up from the three-point line. They're going to do that, and that's just natural because he's 7 feet. So when you get the ball to KD and Kyrie, they're both scoring efficiently, but one, Kyrie is giving you timely buckets. KD don't really give you timely buckets right now. It's not like, yeah, you give me 27, but I needed 27 in this 5-minute spurt. Kyrie is giving you that. And he's giving me a whole second half explosion. Secondly, the game don't slow down with Kyrie. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with the game slowing down. But if your team is trying to speed the game up, and you're the only one you're the guy that's slowing the ball up or slowing the game down, your team needs to speed up to score. Your plus minus on the floor is just not going to be that great.
Bring it home.
Kyrie is like, you don't need to slow. You can slow it down. You can speed it up. He gonna move without the ball. He's constantly moving. That's why Anthony Edwards was so tired because the nigga always moving. He's never just staying in one spot. KD is staying in one spot, which he said was Frank Vogel's fault. But either way, if he don't got the ball, he's staying in that corner pocket waiting for the three. Or if he don't got the ball, he's just hogging up space or whatever like that. Versus Kyrie, if he don't got the ball, he's not about to pout about it. He's going to keep moving. He's going to keep searching for shots or just be a threat without the ball. KD, it seems like he don't get the ball. What are you doing? Like you're just
so pause. Because I had to let you go on because if you blindly react, I'm gonna send this clip to you in the morning. If you blindly react to everything that you just said, you know who else you just described? Carmelo Anthony.
For sure.
That's all you describe. Carmelo Anthony and Chauncey Billups. That's all you describe.
Chauncey Billups.
Listen, I was gonna say AI, but if AI didn't get the ball, it was a problem for him. Chauncey Billups, on the other hand, he didn't care if he got the ball or not. He knew when to pick his spots, when to score, and when not to score.
They're also two different players, though. I mean, I can't really tell you, bro, because I didn't really watch that much on Chauncey Billups, so I'm not even going to speak on it.
I get you, but my main point I was focusing on, you're talking about Melo. KD and Melo damn near the same player. I'm sorry.
For sure, but the difference between KD and Melo. Now, I totally agree with you. I just described Melo to a T. Mm-hmm. But the difference between KD and Melo is that Melo is the stats will say he's efficient. But we both know, we watching the game, he scores at inopportune times. He shoots terrible shots at inopportune times. And he just doesn't make shots when you need it. It's like it's going to look good on paper. It's going to look good. It's just not good.
I get where you're at.
Versus KD, let me bring it in.
Go ahead.
Pause. Versus KD, he's still efficient. Mm-hmm. He's still efficient. He's an inopportune scorer for sure. Like, he doesn't score when you actually need him to score. Mm-hmm. But when you give him the ball, more times than not, he's going to score. More times than not, Melo is just not going to score the ball. And then he's going to give you a super crazy shot that you're like, bro, this is why you're not scoring the ball, nigga.
Okay, so this is what I think is wrong with basketball, right? Because you're talking about a Melo after 2014. But 2014 and before, Melo was known for scoring at the opportunist times. He was known for being that go-to guy you could give it to in the last few seconds. He was known for all of these things KD is currently known. KD just did it for a longer stretch of time. But Melo is the exact same player who KD is.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be that. Like, be the best version of that. Versus, like, Melo was only that in Denver. He wasn't that in New York. He was
for a little stretch of time.
He was not that in New York, bro.
If you let New Yorkers tell it, they tell a different story. New Yorkers tell a different story.
You know how he wasn't that in New York?
What?
You know how he wasn't that in New York?
How?
Niggas is actively saying Jalen Brunson was the best player to ever.
I agree. I don't think Melo was the best in New York either, but I'm saying he did do things for New York that came at opportune times.
They just had a bunch of good players and came up short because they're just mediocre basketball players altogether. That's why they was pretty cool. Like, I never saw New York was like, that's a team to watch out for. I promise you, I never looked at them like that, even when they first got there. Like, I'm like, okay, Tyson Chandler's cool. He's a cool piece. But, I mean, he's old. He's old and getting older. He's always injured. He always was injured. Amari Stoudemire was always injured.
Thanks.
The nigga always was injured. So, like, and you never knew when his knee was going to blow out. Melo was just Melo. Landry Fields was out the league in 2 years. J.R. Smith was cool, but I mean, he was still on his old J.R. Smith shit. He's just trying to get a bucket. He on the same time Melo on. And motherfucking Jeremy Lin was their best player plus minus because he always on attack mode, always was moving. But because he had a whole bunch of guys that didn't give a fuck about the team, but just wanted to. I'm not saying Melo was a selfish player.
Raymond Felton. Raymond Felton was on that team.
I'm not saying Melo was a selfish dude. He probably was a terrific dude. But as a basketball player, he was unbelievably selfish. Like, it was just about him. Like, he wasn't making nobody better. Like, it was like, what are you doing? I didn't see him as a good piece. I never saw him as a good piece. KD versus KD, he was like, you're right, he's the best version of Melo. But I mean, if you're gonna be that, be the best version. He's just the best version. You can't get no higher than KD as a scorer. Like just as a 3, as a 6, 8 and up scorer, you can't get no higher than that.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to say, but we was hitting on what topic was we originally on? Was we originally on Kyrie better than
That
KD?
was yeah, we was on Kyrie better than KD.
I'm gonna say as a basketball player,
But I said that originally
I think they're
because
same tier.
I said that originally because I was saying Jason Tatum is not top 15 in the league.
Ooh, that's crazy.
That's why I said that.
That's crazy.
And I say he's not top 15 in the league when he thinks he's Steph Curry. But when he realizes he's 6'10", he's top 15 for sure. But when he wants to get in his Steph Curry bag and shoot 30 million threes and go 1 for 30, he's not top 10. He's not top 15 because it's like he's not as bad as Melo, but because he's still giving me assists, he's giving me effort on defense, he's strapping up, he's rebounding. But it's like, I mean, nigga, you 6'10", bro.
But I mean, if I want to give it
like
a stat, if I want to give it a stat for real, bro, that's what comes with Jason Tatum. Like you got to take the inconsistency. So his top 15 is just the fact that he's a little inconsistent at times. That's all.
And he's only 25, so I'm not really killing him.
Right.
I'm just saying he's not top 15 right now, and that's not a knock because you're still top.
I do think he's top 15.
15. Yeah, he's top 15 when he's like realize he's 6'10". But when he wants to shoot hella jumpers, he's not top 15. He's more like top 20, 25.
Okay, so you know who else we could say that with? We could say that with AD. We could say that with Cat. I could point at a bunch of players that we could say that about. If they actually show up. Oh, go ahead.
Not even show up, because you can have a bad game. Cool.
For sure.
You missing layups, you know what I'm saying? It's tough, cool. But at least be aggressive. If you watch the Pacers game, if you didn't watch it today, cool. But when I was watching the Pacers game today, the first half and the second half was totally different because the first half, the nigga knew he was 16, he had 19 in the first half. It was like he just being aggressive, just going to the rack. The second half, he was just launching up a whole bunch of jump shots. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. They're coming. They're building a lead on you. They got to 14, and then Jaylen Brown was like, okay, Tatum wants to be Steph Curry today, so Jaylen Brown just got going. Jaylen Brown got 25, 29. He was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep attacking. Jaylen Brown just kept attacking until his jump shot got on. But
Jaylen Brown did a phenomenal job, by the way.
Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown gonna end up being Finals MVP.
That's where I was about to go. If Jaylen Brown wins Finals MVP, does that change what the Celtics offer Tatum, or do they still max him out at the 300?
Jaylen Brown's also 28, so he's also in his prime. So he also knows a little bit. He's also a little bit smarter than Tatum right now. Versus Tatum is 25, so like he's still gonna go through them little spurts where he think he's Steph Curry and shit like that. I would like to see him when he's 28. I would like to see if he's realize he's 6'10" and be more aggressive going to the rack, or is he gonna turn into Carmelo Anthony?
Does that put a knock on Tatum's legacy when it comes to the Celtics though, or is it already etched in stone? Because I think we all thought Jaylen Brown was the shaky one that we was all willing to trade. Now, you look up today, now everybody's looking at Tatum. They do need each other, but now everybody's looking at Tatum a little differently after he didn't win that Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
It'd be like that, bro. I mean, I wouldn't personally not even think about trading none of them niggas. Because, I mean, you just don't trade Jaylen Brown. You just don't trade Jason Tatum because you're not going to get no Jason Tatum back. You're not going to get a Jaylen Brown back. You're just not getting those guys back. So I wouldn't personally trade them. But, I mean, I would still say Tatum's the best player on the team because he still has the potential to be a top 10 player.
Mm-hmm.
But by 28, if he ain't that, I don't know. Because the Thomas he got 3 more years to beat till he hit his prime.
Facts.
And if he ain't that, then I don't know, man. Because my problem is he just gotta know that he's 6'10", bro. Like,
all right. So
question.
Let's say it looks like we're about to get a Mavs and Celtics matchup, right? Let's not be delusional here. So if we get Mavs and Celtics, and the Celtics lose, what other adjustments can you make? I don't see it being
you said what?
If the Celtics lose in the finals versus the Mavs, what other adjustments can you make to that roster? Because you got KP, you got Al Horford, right? They really solidify you down low. You got Drew, who on defense. You got Jalen and Tatum, both your max out guys. You got a pretty solid bench with Derek White, Pritchard. Like, you have a really solid bench with the combination of rebound and scoring. What other piece can you add?
You don't add. It's nothing you can add to that roster, bro. That's the most complete roster in basketball.
So do you keep them together or do you break them up?
Just ride it out. You don't break that up. I wouldn't personally break it up. You just ride it out till it happens, bro. Because, I mean, you're not going to get any better than that, bro. You're just not.
But
not
then,
any better than
if they do lose the finals, then you just lost to Luka and Kyrie. You got to make something work.
You just don't get better than that, bro. Like, I mean, you just let your guys grow. Like, that's kind of like unless you get like unless you can get a LeBron or something like that, you don't get any better than that, bro. You just don't. Because, I mean, I was going to say a squad that mimicked that was Toronto Raptors when DeMar DeRozan was there. You wasn't going to get much better than that. I mean, you could have traded Kyle Lowry and got, I don't know, a better point guard, but Kyle Lowry was an all-star at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't going to really get that much better than that. Like, you just ran into LeBron. I don't think you don't get more. You just don't get better than that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's nothing you can do. If he break that up, he's an idiot. And I don't think he's gonna break it up.
I mean, it's not much more star power they can get from this. So I think they do have to ride it out, especially because you got to pay Tatum. Pritchard looking for a deal. Like, you got to pay these guys in order just to maintain, because it's not like y'all wasn't number one. But I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's like guys saying, yeah, let's trade Joel Embiid. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna get better than Joel Embiid. Like, who are you trading Joel Embiid for?
If the 76ers go that route?
Like, they was talking about if they need to blow the team. I heard somebody saying you should blow the team up and trade Joel Embiid.
What package would you get for Joel? Like,
who out there is comparable? Like, who would you get?
I guess if we're fantasizing about trading Joel, right? The only team that may be comparable, right, would be the Suns. I would get KD and a couple other pieces, but I need KD and a couple other pieces.
You need KD and Beal, or KD and Booker or something, bro.
No, I would keep Booker, but yeah, bro, Joel KD, is a big piece.
KD in like 2 more years. This is KD's decline right now. I know it don't look like a decline, but it's his decline.
No, for sure. I agree.
KD is gonna be out the league in or at least a bench player or something like that in like 2-3 more years.
I think him and Braun go out together.
Yeah, so it's like you don't trade Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is 28. He's 28, 29 years old. You don't trade Joel Embiid, bro. That's ridiculous. You can't. I mean, you just ride it out till the wheels fall off.
I mean, if I'm Philly, I do ride it out, but I definitely weigh my options if, Embiid wants to leave. Definitely weigh my options.
If he wants to leave, then you don't have no choice. But if he don't want to leave,
no, you got to trade. If I was the 76ers, Ben Simmons would still be there. They got me fucked up. Ben Simmons will still be there. You're sitting for the next 4 years.
I'm saying if Jordan want to leave, you don't have a choice. Like you gotta trade him because he's gonna leave for nothing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So gotta make a trade happen sooner than later. But okay. All right. What's hold on. Let's go to the next topic. How confident are you in Luca after this series?
Um, I ain't gonna lie. Team's gonna be looking for a Lou Dort. After
To
seeing what he did to Luka,
handle one man.
I ain't gonna lie. Lou Dort's about to get paid this summer.
He should. He should, honestly. Him, all defensive guys. Mitchell from Sacramento, who guarded up Steph, he gonna get paid. All these guys gonna definitely get paid. But are we back to the Tony Allen days? The Tony Allens, the Tybo Cephalosha? Are we back to just having one defensive guy who's on the court and doesn't do nothing but play defense?
I mean, but he does more than that though.
Who?
He's a great slasher. Like he's great at going to the rack. He's a decent 3-point shooter. Tony Allen had no offensive game.
Damn. I think he had some offensive game. He had to make it on the court somehow.
That nigga, he was strictly defense.
Sheesh.
Yeah, no bag whatsoever.
Honestly, bro, let's put a whole. I'm sorry, y'all, but let's put a whole pause on that conversation. You mind if we switch to the WNBA for a second?
Yeah.
You do mind?
Here we go.
All right. So this whole Caitlin Clark situation, right? Her gaining in popularity for the WNBA. How do you necessarily feel about how the WNBA is treating this situation? Like welcome to the league, rookie.
I mean, I don't think the girls hating on her. I think motherfucking, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, if I'm a girl, I'm not about to fangirl over Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna battle her. But as far as the league, I understand what like people be saying as far as like market her better, like give her winning games, like bad teams in the beginning to make her look good and stuff like that. I get that, but
no, I don't think you do that.
I don't think you do that.
I don't think you do that. Yes, we haven't seen it to this capacity before, but we've seen this before. I feel like Maya Moore has similar excitement to her.
Yeah, but Instagram, Twitter wasn't out.
Agreed. I agree. But Maya Moore, her first year, yeah, she was spectacular, but at the same time, it was like, welcome to the league. Like, you're not about to. She just ended up proving them wrong. But Caitlin, she's going to get her welcome to the league moments every single game.
Maya Moore was also a lot better than Caitlin Clark.
For sure. For sure. But it's like, she's going to get her welcome to the league moment every single game. Just like Angela Reese will. Just like Shawty from the Lynx, she will. Like, everybody's going to test it.
Yeah, I agree.
Them calling people ungrateful for getting Caitlin Clark those deals, I think that's tasteless.
You saying people saying that she was ungrateful?
No, people saying that the WNBA is ungrateful. Like the women of the WNBA, the players, they're saying that they're ungrateful and hating on Clark.
I mean, you know how I feel about that. I think they doing the girls dirty anyway because they should be paying them more.
But the whole pay thing, that's not my business. I'm gonna give it a stat.
I mean, me personally, I would the way I would market Caitlin Clark, I would have her. I would have definitely like probably played her with like weaker teams to make her look better. Not saying don't want the players to compete, but I ain't gonna lie, the WNBA not really built, at least right now, for shooters to be thriving.
It is not because it's not big enough.
It ain't even big enough. The league is too physical. It's entirely too physical. It's more physical than the NBA.
I agree. I agree with that. More hair pulling goes on than we think, for sure.
Yeah, it's entirely too physical. So I don't even think it's built for her to be that great. But she will. When you're talented, when you're skilled, you gonna thrive.
For sure,
So
1,000%. I
she
agree with
gonna
that.
she gonna thrive and get better. She's very talented, so she can go through her growing pains, but she definitely experiencing hate, like racism level hate. So
Think so?
for sure, man, everybody hate that lady. The WNBA hater, I mean, the WNBA supporters hate her because she's getting the most attention. Some of the WNBA players probably do hate her. The niggas love her. It's just,
Yeah, that's a strange situation. I don't.
I
Uh, I don't know.
I didn't think Caitlin Clark was gonna just come out and cook anyway, though.
No,
Like,
I was about to say that. Did we not see Indiana failing this year? They're going to fail.
yeah, like they got a bunch
Boston
of
is still growing, and Caitlin just got there. Like they were going to get cooked. They ain't there
yeah,
every
they got a
game.
bunch of rookies, bro. And in the WNBA, your prime is like your 30, like 30, 32, 30, 31, 32. That's your
Facts.
prime in the WNBA.
Facts.
She's a rookie. Like those are pros. Those are pros. Like in college, you might have for the NBA, you might have 2 pros, maybe 3 pros. And in women's college basketball, you might got 1 pro per team if you're very lucky, because some girls, a lot of girls aren't even that good.
Facts.
So she's going up against. She's not even touching pro level basketball players till the Sweet 16.
I agree. Or maybe an Elite 8.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school, I was feeling myself because I'm like, yeah, I'm cooking these niggas, da da da, AAU straight barbecue. I get to my college workout. I was recruited by Wesley. I get to my college workout. I hit a brick wall because everybody is better than me. It's the same thing. You go to the pros, everyone is better than you.
Yeah.
You might be good for a rookie or you might be good for a freshman, but these niggas just flat out better than you.
Yeah, for sure.
So
For sure.
it's very rare like you get a rookie or like a freshman that's really good. Like these freshmen, like Rob Dillingham and shit, like those are like anomalies. It's not a lot of those. It's not a lot of freshmen. He ain't even start. He's coming off the bench. So you don't get a lot of those. It's not a thing for real. That Fab Five shit in Michigan is very rare.
Very
you don't
rare.
get a lot of those.
Extremely rare. Extremely
There's
rare.
not a lot of 18-year-olds.
That Kentucky team with John Wall, DeMarcus, extremely rare. That don't happen to every team.
And it's going to be even rarer now because of you can leave a team, and a lot of teams are getting older players because they know older players are just better.
But
so a lot of teams are getting 23-year-olds.
I will say this expansion will do a lot better for these women, though.
For sure. And they expanded the league for women, but yeah.
I think they're only doing it by maybe 4 teams, but hopefully they squeeze 6 in there.
I think they're doing it partly because of getting Caitlin Clark, because of the buzz she was getting. Now people is watching college basketball and they paying attention to the WNBA, so now they got a little bit more revenue coming in.
Tuned in.
They said her jerseys outmatched anybody's jersey this year.
I believe
WNBA
it.
or NBA.
I believe it. Oh, and NBA?
Yeah.
That's a lot of Curry jerseys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she outmatched everybody.
Damn. That's crazy. I wouldn't have guessed that one. More than LeBron or
Yeah,
Steph
she's
Curry.
big, bro. She's big for sure.
I guess
So
is that credited to Iowa's marketing, or is that just a good job by Caitlin Clark?
that's just Caitlin Clark. Iowa's nobody's gonna be thinking about Iowa next year.
Or the NCAA marketing, at least.
No, I don't think. No, I don't. I think they started marketing her when she got big, but nobody's. When she left, nobody's even thinking about Iowa now.
Facts.
Nobody. They're not even on the radar.
Facts.
She only probably to Iowa because she probably was from that area.
You think so?
Yeah, that's like kind of like Milwaukee getting Giannis. Y'all lucked up because y'all drafted him. Ain't no way. Like if any niggas knew Giannis was gonna be Giannis, he'd probably be to the Lakers somewhere. she was born in Iowa, bro.
Oh, for real? Oh yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Then.
If she wasn't from Iowa, bro, she'd be at UCLA or something.
Full facts, because they are not no high recruitment team.
Yeah,
at least
like,
for
she's just
women.
Yeah. Nah. So some of these people just luck up on players like that. Like they just lucked up on her. Yeah. Like people go to South Carolina now for like the girls. If you're a really good basketball player, you're going to programs like South Carolina, Iowa. They just lucked up because she from Iowa. She wanted to stay home. She's a homebody. Kind of like Giannis and Dame. Dame stayed there because they drafted him, bro. If they knew Dame was gonna be Dame, he would not be there. They knew Donovan Mitchell was gonna be Donovan Mitchell. He wouldn't have been in Utah that long.
Facts. He gave Utah a big discount one time.
Yeah.
I said, nigga, what the fuck are you thinking? Trying to be the hometown kid.
I don't see why Minnesota gave away Zach LaVine and Andrew Wiggins. They could have had a athletic ass star.
Andrew Wiggins had to go because he was blowing games. I'm not really sure. I think they thought they were going to get a lot more than what they got for Zach. So that's my estimation.
I ain't gonna lie. You could tell Zach was gonna be good though.
Yeah, I agree. From the moment I saw him in the dunk contest, I said, "Oh, he could do a lot more than just dunk."
Yeah, and then I seen him shoot. I'm like, this is the smoothest jumper. Like his jump shot smooth as fuck.
Yeah, I agree with that. Cat on the other hand,
he moved like a.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He moved like a cat. Like he moves so fluid.
I was gonna say, Cat on the other hand, Cat has to go. I don't care. We have to find somebody that's tradable for Cat.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Like
I empty the bank for Cat. I'll try to get me a KD or something.
Yeah, I was about to say either KD
but
ain't
we got there, but
Nas Reed. Nas Reed is really good. I trust Nas Reed. We gotta keep Nas.
Cat. Yeah, I'll go trade Cat, go get me a point guard, move Nas Reed to the 4.
Okay, so would you do this? Would you trade AD for KD?
No.
Why not?
AD does way too much for me. It's not the same value. I can get 40 from AD, and I can give me 16 rebounds, 20 rebounds, 4 blocks. Great defensive player. I'm just getting me 27 points, maybe 25 from KD in opportune times.
I said that's for
it. Maybe decent.
Okay, so
maybe decent defense.
So would you trade AD for Cat?
No way. I wouldn't even think about that.
Why not?
Cat's not even on the same level.
You don't think so? You don't think they're the same player a little bit?
Not at all.
Both streaky. They don't show up at the most opportune times.
I disagree tremendously with that. AD shows up.
All right. Yeah, you go with your AD love, bro. We gotta realize who this guy is. We gotta realize who.
You can't get mad at the Lakers for not giving him the ball in the fourth quarter. That's not his fault. You realize
at one point in 2023, it was the time he went a whole season and did not have a 20-point back-to-back game. This is AD.
Bro, what are we talking? We talking about regular season?
Regular season, playoffs, like he just fumbles it, bro.
In the playoffs, he shows up, bro. Hold on. Anthony.
Let's go to it.
Because you're tripping right now. So this year in the playoffs, first them 5 games, AD had 34, first game 34, 14, and 5, and had uh, 4 blocks on 12 of 23 shooting, 52%. Plus, come on, bro. Like, second game, 32, 11 on, and had 1 block on 4 for 19 shooting. Next game, 4 for 23
Bro,
shooting, 60%.
I'm looking at
Game before
every
that was
number you're
70.
going to shout out to me. And I said at one point in 2023. Remember, it's not just this year that got us
I'm looking
here
at
with
2023
AD.
Denver too. 2023 Denver, first game, he gave me 40 and 10. Second game, he gave me 18 and 14, which is not really an AD game. He was 26%, which is a bad game. Game after that, he gave me 61%, 11 for 18, 28 and 18. Like, we got to stop this. Like, AD is top tier, bro. And he shows up. Now, granted, they don't give him, I don't know why, they don't give him the ball in the fourth quarter for some reason, which is weird to me.
I was about to say, it was a moment in the Denver series where he scored 20 in the beginning and didn't score again.
That's not his fault, though. He's a big, so you got to give him the ball.
But I'm saying he will still get those numbers, but then the eye test will tell you something that the stat sheet don't. Numbers do be lying sometimes, bro. Numbers do,
but that's your eye test, bro. My eye test tells me this nigga's still dominant. You're tripping.
Okay, bro.
It's never one time in the playoffs where
he loves AD too much.
I don't love AD. I don't think AD is the best big in the league, but he's definitely top 3 for sure. I'm not head over heels with AD. I think DeMarcus Cousins was the best 5 on the best big on the NOLA series. I mean NOLA Pelicans squad.
Mm-hmm.
I think back when he was a Pelican, he wasn't the best big in the league. He wasn't even top 5. Like, I'm not super duper high on AD, but when AD plays in a playoff, he shows up, bro.
All right, let's hit one more topic before we get out of here. Where you want to go with it?
I don't know.
Shit, you done?
Yeah, I guess we done for today.
All right.
My take tomorrow. If who's the same with the coach of Minnesota?
You said what? Finch?
What's the name? Finch? If he don't bench Cat, start Nas Reed, they're gonna lose tomorrow.
Ooh. So the theory is the bench Cat. So I've been right all the season. No Cat, no problem.
Yeah. I thought it would be like they tried to bench Rudy and like start Cat and Nas, but Rudy plus minus is just too high. Like, he does too much for your team. Like, I heard a stat on JJ Redick podcast. It was like, yeah, when Rudy Gobert is playing and defending the rim, they're 55% from the field, like the opposing team, the Dallas Mavericks. But when he's gone, they're 100% from the field. Like, you can't afford him to get off the bench. No matter how bad y'all think he is on defense, you can't afford to have the opposing team is 100% from the field, my nigga. They ain't missing. Like, come on, bro. Cat ain't that good, bro.
He's not. Never been. Jimmy Butler tried to tell you that.
And then Nas Reed is just a good defender, so like you need a guy to like you could put Jaden McDaniels on Kyrie, have Nas guard Luka, and put Anthony on like a PJ Washington, let him chill for a little bit. Versus like you got 2 bigs and Anthony gotta guard Kyrie because McDaniels is on Anthony Davis or Mike Conley, but I don't think Mike Conley is young enough. He might be too old. He might get cooked.
So your high take is what?
They gotta start Rudy at the 5, Nas at the 4.
Okay. All right.
Or Rudy at the 5 and Slow Mo at the 4.
Okay. My hot take is Minnesota is going home. I don't know. I don't know how hot that is, but I do believe. I don't think Minnesota's going to be able to figure them out. I think it's too many alleys that Dallas could win right now that Minnesota can't really compete with. So
Anthony Edwards got to get smarter too.
he's young. He's 22. We got to remember he is 22. This is newfound fame for him. He's skyrocketed his brand to another level. So he's going to find flashes of him not being ready.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's not that he's like not ready. I'm not gonna say he's not ready. He just has to read the defense better. Like, all right, if they're about to blitz you, you have to get in your offense quicker. If they about to blitz you, once you get in your offense quicker, you have to. He likes to he likes to lay the ball up. He does opposite what Jason Tatum does. He wants to crash the rack, get a foul, versus he needs to do what Jason Tatum does. Post a midi fade or stop and pop fade in the midi or something like that. Mm-hmm. He needs to develop that in between game where because you're not going to get to the rack. You're just not. They're collapsing the defense. So you got to pull up from the mid range or something like that. And you got to get in your offense quicker.
Agree.
Also, you have to set your pick and roll higher, like damn near to the half court line. Because they're trapping soon as you step even an inch close to the 3-point line.
Yeah, I just don't think Minnesota, outside of Anthony Edwards, they don't have like an established go-to guy. Now, from the outside looking in, it looks like it should be Naz Reid, but it looks like they don't have somebody that's established. Okay, this is our go-to guy, which is supposed to be Cat, but Cat just too inconsistent.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't even matter if they first started started somebody else at the 4, so they had somebody else to guard Kyrie, so he wouldn't be as tired. 2, getting your offense quicker, so you can remain to be the number 1 option. You don't got to rely on the 2 option, whatever like that. You can just go off.
Also, Cat, message to Cat. You probably won't see this a day in your life, but nigga, if you take one more fadeaway shot on a person who's a whole foot shorter than you, bro, you're never gonna win anything.
Bro. I don't understand. And then what's crazy is if you watch the first, like the last game, in the beginning of the quarter, he was attacking the rack, and I'm like, it was times where he was attacking the rack, and I'm like, this Cat, we can do this.
Yeah, they was up by like 17.
Like, you seen him? He's going hella left hand layups, attacking the rack. I'm like, Cat, you looking good? Like, okay, you don't got to post up, but look what you're doing. This is great. Then he goes right back to shooting 50-footers. And I'm like, all right.
And bricked all of them.
I'm like, Cat, you look good. Like, attacking the rack, being aggressive, getting a foul, laying the ball. I'm like, okay, this is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
but I don't say.
You know the funniest thing, bro? They was down by 3, and this nigga Cat come down court. He's 0 for 7 the entire game from 3. He comes down the court and jack up a 3 trying to tie the ball game.
I know. I seen that shit. I said, there's no IQ. Like,
bro,
you got.
But y'all say he the best 3-point shooting.
No, he said that shit, bro. He said that. I personally think it's probably Kristaps Porzingis, or probably Kristaps or Joel. But nah, it's not Cat.
That shit was amazing.
I don't care if you won that 3-point contest. That doesn't mean anything.
He is taking that trophy to heart.
Yeah, he took that shit to heart. Nah, the best jump shooting big man, period, like all around, like midi and all that, is either Joel or Kristaps.
Ooh, I think
Joel's a better.
Dirk will have a lot to say about that.
I don't think Dirk's not touching Joel Embiid. But motherfucking hot take, Joel Embiid is a better jump shooter than Jason Tatum.
Oh yeah, we're gonna end off on that though. That's a real hot take. We're gonna visit that.
He is.
We're gonna visit that again during the week. We're gonna visit that again during the week. That's not the only pod we're gonna do, I promise. But it's about 1:15. We're gonna hop off. Thank y'all for joining. For all who
did. I just got off work.
And yeah, where can they follow you at, Jay?
YOLOJIZZLEE.
All right, that's YOLO Jizzle, and I'm C the Surfer, of course. The letter C